All right, you guys. So we get this stupid fucking message today about the so-called legacy of Darlene. Let me just be the first to fucking tell you guys, Darlene hasn't done anything. This bitch freeloaded off of the labor that they stole from children for fucking decades and lived our dreams fucking for us. Just lived it up. Lived it the fuck up. And when I came back in 2015 and I brought it out into the light that all of the content was stolen, that they didn't just steal from Zelda, but that they had created this G server application and they shut it down after they started coercing and exploiting children by taking entire video games from them without any intention of paying for it, without any intention of accrediting them, without any intention of continuing any sort of relationship with those kids, and purely dead set on banning them, smearing their fucking names, taking their content, and then starting to sell it while they do nothing. Like, the only person who did anything was Stefan as he coded the engine. UnixMad never did anything. UnixMad is just some server guy. UnixMad is only in control of stuff today because he stole it all, because he was in control of the server. And running a server is not the same thing as running a game or making a game or being an artist or being creative or owning a game. He just had access to the files, and Stefan needed somebody who could manage the business side of things. So UnixMad said, "Yeah, well, I'll sell other people's property for you. I'll sell it." Just sign me into your contract. So UnixMad just finagled his way into robbing all the fucking kids with Stefan. Darlene was well aware of this. I brought it to the fucking attention of the fucking message board. I brought it to the attention of Graalians.com, and everybody just, instead of like recognizing that Graal was stolen from Zelda and that all of the children who had created everything, because nobody else there can say that. The thing is like, as much as everybody's always like hating on my fucking name, the crazy thing is everybody who's hating on me and telling you not to listen to me, none of them can say that they have created anything. Everybody who's shitting on my fucking name and ruining my life, right? None of them can say, yeah, I made this massive part of Graal. I made this part of Graal. I made the first pay server for Graal. I did this. Nobody can say that they've done anything. Nobody. There isn't a single fucking person who has been intentionally smearing my fucking name and telling you not to listen to me and making up lies about me that can say that they own any fucking part of Graal. Nobody. There isn't a single fucking one. And yet Darlene decided that it was perfectly acceptable to jump on that bandwagon. Darlene did not create Graal. Darlene didn't create any of Graal Classic. She didn't create Graal 2001. She didn't create Graal 2002. Darlene didn't create any of this. However, when those of us who did create the games should have been living where Darlene and Dusty and Coco got to fucking live and Rufus got to live for the next 20 fucking years, when they got to fucking sit over all the fucking, like, positions of privilege that they didn't create, they didn't have to work for it. They didn't have to sit down in sedentary fucking labor day and night for 16 fucking hours a day sometimes, from morning to 4 a.m., making stuff, learning how to do things in the early 90s. Everything was laid by hand. All the pixels were laid by fucking hand. There was no auto level generator. There wasn't all these tools that you have today. The level editor was really basic. It was junky. There was a bunch of tools it didn't have. There's a bunch of stuff that, like, if you go to the earliest like versions of the level editors, there's tons of features that didn't exist at this time. Gannies, like the automated animation system, didn't exist. Like, all of this stuff that you guys like see today and take for granted and think that, oh well, Graal must have been easy. It wasn't that much work. You guys, none of that stuff existed. And a big part of why it exists is because we created it. Stefan didn't have ideas. He didn't have all the time in the world, and he certainly couldn't make content. And so neither Darlene nor Dusty, Coco, or Rufus created any of this, and neither did UnixMad. None of them did. Carlos didn't create any of it. UnixMad didn't create any of it. Carlos didn't just create it. He didn't create any of it. Neither did any of them. None of them did. Dusty and Coco started editing things that they saw other people had made. UnixMad just stole everything and started fucking marketing it. Darlene just swept the fuck up in there and lived our fucking life for us. Bitch, you can burn in fucking hell. That's where you fucking need to go. I don't give a fuck that she died. Darlene was one of the nastiest bitches I have ever fucking encountered in my entire life. I went there and she was in a position where she was able to support me and tell other people to treat me with respect. And instead, she told people to shit all over my fucking name, to hide who the true creators were of this community, to worship her, Dusty, Coco, and Rufus, to let them live all the privileges and all the profits for them fucking selves, to let them have all the fucking clout, and to continue fucking harassing and mocking us, and to call us narcissists for making stuff, for being robbed, for having created Graal, and been robbed by Unixmed. She completely fucking joined in, completely mocked us behind our fucking backs, and lived all of the fucking stuff that we had created, lived it up for us, just lived it up without us, lived it the fuck up and never worked for it. I don't give a fuck what people claim she did. All she fucking did was what? Manage a game? You don't understand how hard it fucking was for children to make video games in the late 90s. Using basic bitch tools from Stefan, who had, like, the software was trash when he first created it. It was started out as a Java applet, as a ripoff of a Zelda ROM. The tools were trash. The software back then was not what you have today. There was not AI. There wasn't auto generators. Photoshop was not what it is today. There wasn't all these features that you see in Photoshop today. Everything was so basic and so difficult. We didn't have money. We downloaded, like, the most basic software. We would use trials. We would, like, try to use applications that had, that were free, that were freeware, and they weren't even, like, the best applications you could get. We would try to scrounge up money to pay for software that was expensive and you couldn't afford, and that had barely any features in them. Everything we fucking created, we created, like, with blood, sweat, and tears, and from every depth of our imagination. We were on the computer. I was on the computer. I know I fucking was. For fucking 16 hours a day sometimes. For weeks on end, like my entire summers, I was just, like, on the computer. In school, I was designing games. I was designing my levels on paper in study hall. I was writing it down in notebooks. I had to lay tiles by fucking hand. A lot of the stuff that you see today that's automated, a lot of the resources that you see today, they weren't there. A lot of the commands that you see, the NPC server didn't exist. All the shit that you fucking see today that makes everything seem so easy, that you take for fucking granted, wasn't fucking there. Darlene didn't have to bleed blood, sweat, and fucking tears day and night to make this stuff. Darlene didn't make Graal. She lived it up, though. She sure fucking lived it up and ran her fucking mouth about the creators so she could continue fucking enjoying our fucking life for us. Bitch, die young, disappear, wither away into the fucking dust. And now Unixmed wants to come out and play the whole I'm a victim, we're such good people, give us more sympathy card. I'm gonna make a legacy to her. That's funny. Why aren't you making legacies to all the creators who have created all the content? Why does nobody know who created all the content except for, like, myself? And nobody else is talking about who made all the content. Nobody can figure out who made all the content. And there's no, like, memorials. We have in this thing here where, what is it? Darlene gave so much of her time and her heart to this community. No, she fucking didn't. She sucked the fucking life out of opportunities that should have went to the creators. None of it belonged to Darlene. And she fucking knew that. I brought it to her attention. And she decided it was better to fucking bury us in a fucking tombstone, in a prison of the mind, a social construct prison, outcasted and ousted from our own lives, defaming our fucking names and shitting all over them and putting us in a fucking living fucking casket early in our fucking life while we never got to enjoy the fruits of our fucking labor. I don't give a fuck that she fucking died. Why would I fucking care that Darlene fucking died? The bitch is a cunt. He wants to give her an in-game tribute. Great. Well, I hope her soul in the afterlife, after she sees the truth, because they say there's, like, a life review in your near-death accounts, I hope she sees the fucking truth of all the fucking labor that we put into it and the fucking the catastrophic losses of having some piece of faggot shit from Paris who has no talent and did nothing, living it up with her and all these other fucking selfish thieves, and how you've contributed next to nothing to society, except you've made a shit game that has progressively gotten worse with time and stuffed money in a greedy faggot child predator's pockets. You can see that in your life review. And I know she did. If there is an afterlife, Darlene has seen it all. She's seen it the fuck all. And may she relive every fucking miserable fucking ounce of stress and trauma she fucking re-delivered to the fucking people that Stefan and Unix Mad pounded down into the ground over and over and over and over and over into us for decades. While she lived it up without having to fucking suffer for it. Lived it up. That's not a legacy. That's not something you put a tribute to. Unix Mad wants to tribute to her because she was willing to go along with exploiting kids with him. Because they were willing to live it the fuck up, even though none of them made Graal. Unix Mad doesn't know who made Graal, and he certainly didn't. But somehow they deserve the tributes. Darlene doesn't know who made Graal, and she certainly didn't. But yet she gets the tributes. Why is that? Why is it that all the creators are being smeared into oblivion, defamed, told to kill themselves? Just go kill yourself and leave us alone. Why is that happening? And they bury our fucking names. They lie all over our fucking names. They tell everybody never to talk to us again. They tell us literally to kill ourselves. This community has literally told us to just kill ourselves, basically. And told everybody never to talk to us again. They lie and lie and lie and lie and defame us over and over and over again. Darlene added to it. She encouraged people to do it. Well, now she's fucking dead. You're dead, bitch. And now you get to see what you have done. The fruits of your fucking labor, you dumb fucking witch. You are a piece of shit. You have done nothing for the world. All of this, all the work and heart and soul she put into the community. The community, that's what it's all about to them, guys. They want the community for themselves. They didn't create anything. They have no reason to have a community. The community was created by the people who fucking put the work into the content. Who were there from the beginning. You think that Unix Mad running a server means he created the community? Unix Mad didn't create anything. And he certainly didn't create the community. There was no customer service back in 1999 and 2000 and 2001. Until they stole my games and started paying for it with my money. And then they bought new servers with my money. They paid for the servers with my money fucking too. So Unix Mad didn't even really pay for the servers. Because that was paid for with my fucking money. So what did they create? All the time and heart? You mean you took all the hard work from other people, including kids, you murdered their fucking names, you character assassinated them, and then you splurged on all the fun, on all the clout, on all the fame, on all the money, on all the creative fucking control, on all of the attention that you get, all of the endless love and praise that doesn't belong to you, and sucked it the fuck up and told everybody never to give it to the people it belongs to. Darlene, you can burn in fucking hell. Dwindle away into fucking ashes, you piece of withered shit. Who fucking cares?